got you! Good evening, my lunatics. I'm Moonspirit. As you know, Sonic has been a staple of video games since the 90s, and everyone loves them. I should know, I made my top 10 favorite classic level themes of his, which I recommend you watch after this. But the reason why I bring up Sonic is because this next game I'm about to talk about was once a Sonic fan game. Eventually, it became something of its own identity. Freedom Planet. Galaxy Trail started Freedom Planet as a Sonic fan game, but creator Stephen DiDuro decided to turn it into a wholly original project. After a hugely successful Kickstarter campaign, the game was released on Steam in mid-July of 2014, with high praises harkening a wonderful callback to the mascot video games of yesteryears. In fact, I heard so many great things about it, especially from my favorite Let's Player, Jesse Cox, that I played this on my Wii U and had a blast playing it. So, for the sake of this review, I'm reviewing it on my PC. So strap on in, lunatics, we're in for a ride, for this is Freedom Planet. The planet of Evelise is home to anthropomorphic animals who have lived in peace for many years. But they are at each other's throats because of their desire for the energy harnessing relic called the Kingdom Stone. That peace, however, is threatened when an intergalactic warlord, Lord Brevin, beheads Shragong's king and brainwashes his son, Prince Dale, to be his pawn to steal the Kingdom Stone. The only ones who can stop him are Sash Lilac and Carol T, a dragon and wildcat respectively. And with the help from Torque, an intergalactic chaser, and Mila Bassett, a basset hound, they must confront Lord Brevin's armies and retrieve the Kingdom Stone. But to truly engage me is not just the story, but with the cast of characters provided, and it doesn't disappoint. Lord Brevin is excellently voiced by Alexander Barriga, with his menacingly guttural delivery. Lilac is appropriately heroic, Carol is more akin to a tomboy, and Mila is adorable! And I mean it, she's so cute! Though some might find a little too cute. Even the side characters are very distinct, obviously. The Royal Magister has a deep, regal voice with just the right amount of sternness. General Gong is a big, lovable guy that demands authority, alongside Nira, an ice user with a bit of coldness to her, appropriately. Mayor Zhao, however, always puts a smile on my face because he demands respect, despite his short stature compared to everyone else. Plus, he has that jingle. I want that jingle! And this bird guard has absolutely no importance to the plot, but when he speaks, I can't help but enjoy it. The game's tone will most likely throw off some gamers. In a game like this, you expect a Saturday morning cartoon vibe. And yet, the game begins with a king literally getting decapitated. Later, our heroes are watching a movie to pass the time. Let me give you some examples.
Sushi! Me too!
Men like you always fail.
Damn!
Interesting theory.
Something like that. We could try out some dresses, or maybe buy a huge plate of sushi and just pig out.
Well, that's nice. Jesus, Freedom Planet! Are you edgy or kid-friendly? Pick a tone! As you can tell by its looks, it looks like a Sega Genesis game, or maybe somewhere along 32X or Sega Saturn era. Either way, I love this game's retro look, especially with its great use of East Asian aesthetics. From the Shanghai-like city of Fortune City, the bamboos of Jade Creek, even the aerial aesthetics of the Sky Battalion. But the real appeal is that almost every level is chock-filled with variety. Some you'll do wall running, bounce in a bubble, or traverse a facility where card keys are needed. Because Freedom Planet is Sonic inspired, there is plenty of verticality, ramps, and loot-the-loops. And all the levels are mostly non-linear, as you can go up, down, all around, making you wonder where you can go. As previously mentioned, the game was originally a Sonic fan game, and the character models show it. Lilac greatly resembles Sonic, not just by her speed, but her face almost resembles the blue blur. Lord Brevin borrows some of Dr. Eggman's look. albeit Eggman's grand mustache is now Brevin's eyebrows. In fact, almost every character looks like they belong in the Sonic comic book universe, thanks to the art designs of Zuyou Ling. I also must commend the artists behind the sprite work, as each character displays a great range of emotions and actions. Pixel art is a truly beautiful thing to behold. The game can be played in two modes, Adventure or Classic. Adventure mode tells its story through cutscenes, though they do have pacing issues as some will go a little too long to get to the levels. Classic mode cuts through the plot by excising it, and the game plays more like the old Genesis games. I personally don't mind this at all, and you can skip them if you choose to. The soundtrack is by far the best thing of this entire game, composed by Strife, Woofle, and Blue Warrior, which are Stephen DiDuro, Layla Wilson, and Shane Ellis respectively. But words cannot describe how magnificent it is, so let's dance! Even though it looks like a Sonic game, it's not in a conventional sense. In fact, the gameplay differs by choosing which character you play as. Lilac is the Sonic of the group, as speed is her specialty. She can use a dragon boost that launches her in great speeds in many directions except for straight up or down for some reason, but whatever. Her attack range is very versatile, from a cyclone attack, rising uppercut, and a dive kick. Carol is more melee centric, and where she lacks in speed, she makes up for in agility, as she can wall climb and leap a little more, technically making her like Zero from Mega Man X. She also can drive a motorcycle that not only gives her a speed boost, you can also mow down enemies, grant her a spinning double jump, and even drive up walls with ease. Yep, physics need not apply when Carol is behind the wheel. Lastly is Mila, for her style is wholly unique. She can conjure up green cubes to be thrown as projectiles, or carry items and throw them. She can also use shields that can either deflect incoming enemy fire or as a direct attack. Plus, she has a flutter jump like Yoshi, but more akin to Klonoa since she uses her ears. There were talks that you can play other characters in the game, but as of this video, that never came to fruition. You can, however, enable Torque through the beta, and his style is more Mega Man-like. There are many collectibles to find, such as crystals that grant you an extra life after collecting 200 of them. And unlike Sonic, you have a health bar, which means you can take some hits, and these Lotus Blossoms can refill your health. There are various shields that do more than just protect you. For instance, a yellow crystal shield can detract crystal attacks but attract crystal shards to you, and the green shield attracts health pickups as well as protect you from poison. Other items to find are Yin and Yang Tao tokens that can take you to a special bonus room. In each level, there are 10 hidden cards that give you bounties like music, concept art, and voiceover bits, like this one.
Imposter engaged. Engage.
The boss battles, though, are the real highlights. It's like they are straight out of a treasure game. Very Gunstar Heroes inspired to be exact. Hell, one of the bosses can transform itself into many forms like 7 Force from Gunstar Heroes, and defeating them results in an epic slow-motion explosion, accentuating the victory you have achieved. Speaking of achievements, there are plenty of them to get for this game. Some are easy, like beating bosses in certain ways, and some encouraging speedrunning. Oh, which reminds me, there is a time attack mode if you want to try your hand at that, with some exclusive levels on it for your amusement. Finally, there's Mahjong. It's there. The game finally brings the kingdoms together to fight Brevin's army. In doing so, they climb aboard Brevin's dreadnought ship to retrieve the Kingdom Stone. After busting through many of Brevin's minions and machinations, Brevin holds Mila hostage and transforms her into a monster, which Lilac and Carol reluctantly must fight.
No!
Mila!
No. You gotta be kidding me. That's it!
Oh, hell no! You did not do that to Mila! You're gonna pay! And after going through many obstacles, it's time to defeat Lord Brevin once and for all.
I will destroy everything you throw at me! I will make you pay for what you have done!
I'd like to see you try.
Oh, I'm gonna do more than try. I'm gonna triumph! Let's do this. With Brevin defeated, he escapes as his dreadnought explodes, along with the Kingdom Stone, unfortunately. Luckily, Mila's alive! The poor thing. And everything seems dire with the Kingdom Stone gone. That is until they realize the stone has taken a new form in Avalice's sky. Realizing the true potential of the relic, the kingdoms finally end their war as they decide how to share its energy equally. And the game concludes with our heroes saying their farewells to Torque as he leaves in a rocket ship. I gotta say, I had a ton of fun playing this game. That's why this game is a supersonic success. Or rather, this wasn't the Sonic game we needed, but rightfully deserved. This game is a real love letter to old school action platformers of the Genesis generation. The gameplay is frenetic in all the right places, the soundtrack is spectacular, and I would play this game again and again. The game is available on Steam, GOG, Wii U eShop, and recently on PS4. So far, it's hard to say whether the DLC will be complete, but either way, this game will give you that Sonic fix that many of us were thirsty for. At least until Sonic Mania gets released. Please be good, 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 please be good. But there is a very good reason why Freedom Planet hasn't been getting any additional content as of late. A sequel is in the works! In fact, a demo is already out, and I'm liking what I played so far. It features a visual overhaul as not only do the characters look older, the sprite work is less Sonic inspired and more into their own identity. Some of them have new movesets, animations, and you even get to play as Nira. In the meantime, I eagerly anticipate for its sequel. Till then, I'm Moon Spirit saying good night. Enjoy the game's hidden outtakes.
I'm pretty fast. We could run right there.
I'm sorry!
Prince Delos. Prince... This is hard to be cool and suave while being informative at the same time. God damn my coolness.
Carol, you stupid furball! Go take your flea bath some other time! I gotta go check on those civilians, cause we won't be able to get through the plot if I don't!